I'm back. I'm back. Guys, excuse my background here. I'm trying to do something different here. All right. I want to talk about there's vacant homes across all across America, abandoned homes. And we have a serious problem in America regarding homelessness. And I'm the type of person I'm like this. Of course, I'm not homeless. I have to admit I'm pretty happy with my life. I'm living a good life. I'm comfortable. But I'm not so high on the hog where I can't think about my fellow man. I can't help but think about the person that's less fortunate. You know, we live in this life and shit happens. And you today, me tomorrow, or me tomorrow, you today. Life ain't no joke. I've been homeless before. Uh, and I dealt with that. I wrestled with that. I fought with that. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit. But at the end of the day, I did my best not to complain about it. And I did everything I could to dig my way out, to climb my way out. And if you really think about it, everybody got a story. Every one of us have a story. So I've heard that, people, everybody got an opinion, including me. And regarding the abandoned homes across America, my thing is this. Yes, people have left their homes for thousands and hundreds of different reasons. I believe one of them could be because they couldn't afford it and they abandoned it and left the house the way it is. And obviously, the banks own the house. But here's the thing, we have abandoned houses just sitting and withering away with time. And these homes aren't being occupied. But yet, there's homelessness running rampant and it's getting worse year after year. And we can't come up with a solution. I get it. The banks own the homes. But shouldn't those homes be occupied? Shouldn't people be living in those homes? And I get it. It costs money. It costs this. It costs that. So because they can't find somebody to occupy, because the banks can't find somebody to occupy the homes, so the homes just sit there. It reminds me of, let's say you got this kid. He has a big old room and he got all these toys all over the floor. And he has this one particular toy, and he's like, I don't want to play with that. That toy sucks. But then another kid comes along, and there's toys around, and the other kid's attracted to the toy that the other kid thought it sucked. And so when the other kid picked up the toy, the other kid said, "No, that's mine." Wait a minute, you didn't want to play with that toy, but now you're interested in the toy because some other kid is interested in it. So in other words, the banks or the system, 'cause I'm still trying to figure this thing out. The system is like, no, if nobody can pay for this house, nobody can get the house. Even if the house just rots with time, nobody can still get the house. That's cold. And that's what happens when you live in a capitalistic society. You don't have a heart. You don't think about others. You only think about the money, greenbacks, always thinking about yourself, selfish, self centered. And this is what capitalism makes us do the unthinkable for money. I remember this story. This AC, this guy, he works on ACs, air conditioning, air conditioning machines and whatnot. He owns some property, and he's a technician, AC technician. And he said um, he owns this property, and this family lives on his property. And I think the AC went out, and of course they complained to him because he's the landlord. And he told me, technically, Mike, by law, I don't have to fix that. I don't have to fix that as long as the heater works. They're good. Here's the caveat, which is the positive caveat. He said, but because they had some kids, he had a heart. He said, Mike, I provided them a brand new air conditioning. This is what I'm talking about. Being a capitalist, and we're all capitalists to some degree. Some are worse than others. You cannot be a capitalist living in America, because we have to trade hours for dollars just to eat, to drink water, to sleep on the bed, to have a roof over your head, food, clothing, and shelter. So none of us have our hands clean. Am I saying change the system? That would be great if we could. I don't have the answers, but I'm bringing out issues and trying to make them make sense. Drop a comment in the comment section if you have any solutions or don't have a problem talking about it, because I'm open for communication. I'm open for discussion on this topic. This is Mike Chevalier, keeping it simple and precise.